All right, welcome back. You're listening to Midlife Crisis, the #1 millennial podcast with
just the right amount of overthinking.
Where two lifelong friends take on life, culture, sports, and the undefeated Father Time. If you are a weekly listener or if this is your first time with us, welcome. I'm Adrian.
I'm Jeff.
Let's get into episode 41. Live from Temecula, Jeff. Second remote episode for us. So you remember we talked about Bobby Hundreds a while back,
Yes.
quite a few episodes ago. I don't know if you saw this, but he got promoted at Disney. So for those that don't know, Bobby Hundreds is a streetwear figure in streetwear culture, founder of the brand The Hundreds. Was brought on, I forget what his specific role was, but it was a product-based creative role for Disney. And then he recently got promoted to be the global creative director, which I said this before in the past episode, and I just feel like it's worth calling out again, specifically because it ties into like what my line of work and the world that I exist in. But it's really cool to see like someone that came up, you know, locally, built a streetwear brand, very successful, and then goes on to work for one of the biggest companies on the planet and is trusted creatively to execute. So I think that's a testament to creative people and their ability to get their ideas out and just navigate corporate. He went to Poly. So
Yep.
Riverside.
Local
Yep.
legend.
Anyway, really cool for me to see. Maybe some other people won't care, but I care. All right, next thing. I don't know. Did you see this thing with Dr. Pepper this past week?
No.
This ad that came out. So I think this originated on TikTok. It might have been on Instagram Reels, but this young woman, made a video where she was like, what if Dr. Pepper had a jingle that went like this? And then she like sings a jingle, and Dr. Pepper made a commercial with it. So then they basically adopted her jingle into a new ad spot. Also random as fuck, but coincidentally, the dude that directed the commercial is the same guy that directed Adam Indie Thought's first music video.
What?
Crazy. Small world, I know. For those that don't know who Adam and Indie Thought is, back when I was doing music, we had a group called Not For Sale, and me and Adam would rap together. So the dude that directed this Dr. Pepper commercial from this woman's jingle that went viral on TikTok is the same dude. Really cool, though. So my takeaway from this was like, yo, that's fucking sick. What a way for a brand to like tap into. Also, it's very fucking catchy.
Can you do the jingle for me?
I can't do it. Dude. I can't do it. But
You can't even try?
It's really good. No, I can't do it.
Wow, dang. That's cool.
Maybe we haven't made clips in a while. We should try to clip this and then we'll throw it in there. But
Okay.
it's honestly really fucking catchy. Good for her. I think she made like $2 million off this jingle, and she wasn't even like obviously asked to do it. She just did it. Got a lot of attention on the video, and that someone on the Dr. Pepper social team probably saw it.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yo, we should just tap into this." It was good, and then they actually created an ad from it. So it was a pretty like I don't want to say it was a big thing, but it was a reoccurring thing, at least on my feed on social. So that's what I just want to bring it up, because like that doesn't happen all the time. Brands don't always tap into.
I wanted to ask you also, I know you're dying to talk about this Sydney Sweeney lingerie, so I'm teeing you up here.
Okay.
Is it called CERN or is it called Siren?
All right. That was later on my list, but since you're bringing it up, let's just talk about it now. So for context, a lot of people probably don't care about this, but it doesn't matter because I care. Jeff cares.
Care.
We care.
I mean, I do care. It's hard not to.
All right. So this past week, everyone, I think at this point knows who Sydney Sweeney is. So I don't really think I need to add a lot of context here. But there was a stunt, a PR stunt, let's call it, where so it's actually funny because I saw a bunch of posts that were talking about it first. And then she posted a video. So in short, her and like her team went to the Hollywood sign in LA and basically wrapped like a chain link of bras all over the Hollywood sign. So all the posts on my feed were like, Sydney Sweeney did this PR stunt. She could be charged with vandalism, basically. So she then posts a video. I mean, probably not. I'm sure she's hot enough to either she herself know someone or someone that likes her very much knows someone that will get her out of trouble. She'll be fine. Right. She will be fine. So she does this stunt. She records it. She posted the video of her. Like they go out up there at night and, you know, you see them like do the whole thing, whatever. And it wasn't clear what all this was for. And then throughout the week, I was sending you these posts, right? Like to like get ready for this episode so we could make notes and everything. Yeah. And then today, I think, or it might have been yesterday. So lo and behold, this all led up to an unveiling of a brand that she's launching, a lingerie brand. It's called Siren, but it's spelled SYRN. So Jeff can't pronounce this shit. And I don't blame you.
CERN. What is CERN?
I thought it was CERN too. But then there's a video of her in lingerie. It looks great. But yeah, she's like, welcome. Look at this box. It's Siren. And then she just, you know, she looks hot as fuck.
So Adrian sends me the post that she puts up today. And his caption that he writes out is, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, in all caps. And then I sent back, what is CERN? And he's like, I don't give a fuck. She's hot.
Pretty much, yes. That sounds about right. People have eyes all over her for obvious reasons. I could think of two. Yeah, like good for her. She's killing it. And I'm... as someone that's like trying to keep up with culture, I follow the lingerie page. So yeah, that's some news for the week. Moving on though.
Let me ask one last thing for.
No, we're moving on. I'm
trend for trends.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Are you going to buy one of those pairs of Meta glasses?
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Did you see? I think it was BBC News put out. A couple women who didn't know that they were being recorded by this dude that had the glasses on. And then he posted the video of their conversation, the one that he was recording with the women, online. It goes crazy viral. And then these women start getting harassed and DM'd and just like all this flood of messages from these weirdos asking for like, you know, their OnlyFans and for content and all this stuff. So it just made me think of like, what's the protocol or law around these glasses that like, can people, you know, record people in public without them knowing? Do you know what it is? I did look it up.
I don't know what it is, but I imagine if it's in public, it's fair game, the same way how if it would be your phone. But to be fair, because it is a new way to record and it's not as obvious, like as someone like extending their arm with their phone in hand, it is a little trickier. I don't know.
Yeah. So there's the light that comes on when it is recording something on the glasses, which I didn't even know that until today.
Yep.
But like you said, it's illegal in public spaces, just like a phone would be. Obviously illegal in private spaces like a bathroom or a changing room. And then there's certain states like California where it's a two-party consent state, which means that both parties have to require consent to be filmed with like a reasonable expectation of privacy. So I don't know where this was recorded with these two women, but if it was in somewhere like California, this would be illegal. Not allowed. Exactly. So I don't know. It just made me think of like, are people going to be recording more people in public with their glasses and trying to be sneaky and weird about it? So
I don't think that we're at the point yet where enough people have it in the same way how like people have phones to where there's enough pressure to like bring about like new legislation and laws for this, but it is creepy.
Yeah,
it is creepy.
I know of one of our buddies that's going to get the pair of glasses, and I think it is cool. I think there's good use out of it, but I don't think I would
get them if they would look good on my face. I just don't have a face that fits the frames that they have. If I'm being honest. All right, moving on. Okay. I wanted to bring this up because it kind of ties into my predictions for the year from one of our last episodes, our first episode of the year. So Kanye, now known as Ye, issued a public apology this past week. Did you see it?
I did.
Okay. For all his remarks, anti-Semitism, so on and so forth, over the past, year, 2 years. Honestly, time flies, so I forget what the timeline of everything is.
Yep.
He got critiqued. A lot of people were calling it like a PR stunt or, just to kind of check that box off. My takeaway was we're tracking for my prediction. I want to hear an album. I did see though that he has a show on the 30th, so 3 days from now, and the 31st in Mexico.
Yep.
Sold out.
And I think Travis Scott is rumored to be there too.
Yep. I sent you that post.
So did you think that the apology was BS, or do you think it was just him trying to be a good person?
Dude, I don't know, man. With Kanye, I don't really have an opinion. I'm a fan of him as a creative person. I don't necessarily agree with everything that he does as a person.
Obviously.
But I don't know. I just think it's hard to explain this sometimes to people, and if someone fixates on what I'm about to say right now, I could already imagine YouTube comments or TikTok comments and a bunch of people disagreeing. But I do think that there's a difference between what you do as an individual and how you act as an individual. Meaning, you could be a horrible person. You could be a terrible person, but if you make amazing art, the art is still amazing. So it is tough though, being a fan or an outside viewer and trying to discern between the two. I think most people, especially depending on how severe the behavior is of the individual, they'll be I just can't fuck with you anymore. But I think for me, I think I'll always admire his creativity no matter what. I think he's one of the greatest artists of all time. But yeah, I don't really have an opinion on this apology. I just think that I genuinely do think that he's, bipolar or
bipolar.
No, I think he probably is genuinely bipolar or crazy or whatever. So I just feel like what are we, is it even worth discussing further?
Yeah, I read it, and I give most people the benefit of the doubt when they're trying to apologize for something and be better. So I read it, the whole thing, and I was like, oh, good for him. It didn't come off as fake to me. Will I listen to the new stuff? Yep.
Right.
And will I ever love him as a person? Probably not. But I hope he's good, and I hope he finds peace and keeps putting out good music.
Exactly. I feel the same. Yeah, I think at this point it's it's better for you to issue an apology versus no apology.
Right.
Anyway, moving on. Keeping it on track with music and music artists. Kid Cudi announced a tour called the Bringing Back the Rebel Ragers. Actually, no, I think it's literally called Rebel Ragers. I think this is just the way. Yeah, it's called the Rebel Ragers tour. I think this is just the way I wrote it in my notes. I want to say that he's gonna play some of his older shit, and I actually signed up for the ticket drop, which was technically supposed to be this morning, and I didn't follow through and buy any the tickets yet, but I would be down to go. It's not gonna be until much later in the year where he has a stop in LA, but yeah, it would be cool to go. He will be playing at Crypto.
Okay. Oh, it's for sure at Crypto.
Yeah, it's in a arena tour. So I mean,
who else is on the tour?
MIA. I have to pull it up actually. Are you a Cudi fan?
I like a couple of the songs. I would go if the price was right. I think "Man on the Moon" is probably my favorite jam.
Part 1, part 2.
Those
are albums, by the way.
Not the name of the song is called "Man on the Moon."
I know. Okay, so it's MIA, Big Boy, A-Track, Me and You, which I'm not familiar with Me and You, and Dot the Genius, which I know the name, never heard his music.
I think I only know Big Boy from those.
You don't know MIA?
I've heard of them, but I don't know.
It's a girl, a chick. MIA.
That's why I said them, because I wasn't sure.
Highlight planes.
Oh,
That's my.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
All I want to do is. Yeah.
So this is like a tour that would
I think
be
it's off Twilight
hot
Plains.
in 2010. This would be
Yes.
selling out stadiums in 2010.
Yes, like obviously he's gonna have some throwbacks. That's the point. Moving on to TV film. I don't have any music and video games for this episode. It's mostly gonna be TV film from me. I got some notes. Do you want to start us off?
Yes, I do. I want to hear your Oscars predictions. We're still at least a few weeks out from the Oscars. I think it's March. But the Oscar nominees for Best Picture. And I only want to do one category today because we got lots of time. And I've actually seen half of these so far, which is not the usual for me. Best Picture nominees. Ready?
Okay.
F1.
They're not gonna win.
The Secret Agent.
Nope.
Marty Supreme.
Sinners.
Frankenstein.
Okay, sorry. I got it. I got ahead of myself.
One Battle After Another. Bugonia. Train Dreams. Sinners. Hamnet. And Sentimental Value.
It's gonna be between Sinners or One Battle After Another.
Really?
I think so.
I don't think either of those are going to win.
Okay, look, if it's not one of those, this is exactly why nobody gives a fuck about award shows. No, I'm serious. Like, this is like none of the other titles that you mentioned were talked about. Nobody else has an affinity for any of those other titles except for One Battle After Another and Sinners.
And what about Marty
maybe
Supreme?
Frankenstein? It was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It was a great movie.
I still want to see Bugonia as well.
That would be my third tier. Okay. Over the other, or behind the other two, I should say.
So what would you pick? What would be your pick?
I would go Sinners, selfishly. But One Battle After Another was really fucking good too.
Okay. Sinners was the most nominated film of all time at 16 nominations. I'm going to go ahead and say on the record that it does not win that many awards that night.
Okay. This is my thing. Last episode, when I was like, oh, the Golden Globes. Actually, nobody gives a fuck about that. Let's move on. Like, this is exactly why. Like, award shows have become this thing that's just like so separate from culture. And you know the reason for this? Online, internet, social media revealed people's true opinions and what people are actually a fan of and what they're into versus what TV says people are into.
Or the critics.
And it's two completely separate things. And you see this in music, you see this in movies. Obviously, like the Oscars, when it comes to media, like film media, it's like at the top tier. Yeah, if Sinners doesn't win, if One Battle After Another doesn't win the awards, it's clearly like, oh, someone else is pulling the strings. And how do you expect the public to be invested if the public opinion doesn't matter? Like, what's the point of watching the show?
You need to see all the films before you can say that, though. You haven't even seen them all.
Part of the reason why I haven't seen the films is the problem. Meaning, like, where's the marketing budget? Where's the hype? If people aren't talking about it, it doesn't matter. We're talking about culture here.
I think we're talking about art, and you'd be the first one to say that. Even if it's not being talked about, it's still good art.
Okay, but I would make the argument that if the art is really that good, word of mouth will piggyback off of that.
Okay, so going off that, I think we still have too much time. We have lots of time.
Did actually not have a crazy marketing budget. The movie was just that good, and people were talking about it.
Okay, well, we'll see. We still have 2 months. I would like to see all.
Marty
the films
Supreme had a crazy marketing budget.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I should say marketing budget. Crazy marketing run.
Right. And I still need to see it. So I can't vote yet. I can't pick. If I had to pick right now between all those, I'd probably
pick. You see where I'm going with this, though, right?
One Battle.
You see where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Like,
I still think you're wrong.
It's a blend. I don't give a fuck. I think it's a blend of both. I think, like, yes, like the art needs to be good, but also people consume art and also define what good is. Like, all art is subjective. So it's like, how are you or me or anyone else going to say what good is? I think it's a collective opinion. based on like how much does this resonate with my emotions.
So do you want to make the Oscars like the fans vote for it? Like the America votes for the winner?
No, I'm not saying that either. But like what I am saying is that what's the point otherwise? Like these shows, they make money off advertising, right? Meaning you need eyeballs on screen. How do you get people to be interested and invested? It needs to resonate. Like I would rather see something that shakes shit up and I'm like hyped to see it versus like, 10 people got in a room that are all snobby and like selected their obscure film taste preference, as opposed to like, yo, this was the best film of the year.
I get what you're saying, but I'm also hesitant because I think then you could lean too far the other way where you just pick the most popular movie, even though it's not the best movie. We're trying to pick the best film. In the last few years, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I'm just saying.
Like a Disney animated movie?
No. It could just be like, if we're going based on this list right now, I would probably say that Sinners was the most popular movie of this bunch. Do I think it should win the award? No.
Why not?
So because I don't think it was the best. No, come on, dude. No, I didn't think it was. I liked it, but it's not the best film. I should have seen that one coming.
Jeff's turning red as a tomato right now.
No, I'm not, you liar. All right. Did you watch Alex Honnold's free solo of Taipei 101?
No, I did not, but I did see like the highlights.
Well, you missed out because me and 6.2 million other people watched.
See, this is exactly why you have your opinion of the film shit. You know how many 6.2 million is in the context of like the full pool of people? Yeah, okay.
But it was on Netflix and I had it, checklisted because I wanted to watch it Friday. It was supposed to be Friday and then it got postponed because of the rain.
Walk us through this.
I like rock climbing.
Exactly.
No, this dude is like free soloing. He free soloed El Capitan, and now he's doing.
I did see that. I did see the free solo.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Fucking crazy. Okay, give context for people that don't know. Okay, so obviously Jeff rock climbs. This dude goes no harness, no one on belay. I know what it's called. To help him in case he slips and falls. This motherfucker climbs. How much climb in feet? How large is this climb for not the one that he just did, but the El Capitan one? Let me look.
I don't know. It took him all day. He started in the beginning of the morning. He did Taipei.
7,569 feet.
And this new one that he did, this building, was way easier than that. So I was still nervous watching. Like me and Tori, my wife, still getting sweaty, still nervous for him, obviously, because he's.
Why were you guys getting sweaty?
Because we're watching this dude that could possibly die. And he's got a daughter. And anyway, he made it look really easy. And he got to the top and he was like, oh yeah, no big deal. He's waving at everybody that's watching him. So I thought it was a cool watch. Do I think that he can keep this up? I think he's 40 years old right now. He's probably going to keep doing crazy ass shit like this. I'm hoping that it doesn't end in the way that it could. But yeah, I just thought it was, cool to see. And I know you didn't watch, but I know a lot of people that are interested.
Yeah. 6 million plus.
6.2 million.
Yeah.
I wonder if that number would have been higher if it had come out on the day it was originally scheduled. I wonder if like the postponement knocked the numbers down.
I didn't know either way. So probably not. Anyway, moving on. I'm just kidding.
What else you been watching?
That was a good call. Actually, I do have something that I just watched, which is a recommendation. We talked about it before. The Rip.
Yeah.
I watched it. Have you seen it?
No.
Movie? Matt Damon, Ben Affleck.
I guess. Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. Worth the watch. I feel like police action movies. There's a little bit of a twist. It's cool. I also watched His and Hers, by the way.
Okay, let's get into this now.
Okay. So for those that don't know, Jeff was bigging up His and Hers on the last episode. And then immediately, like a day or two after the episode, he texted me. He's like, His and Hers is fucking terrible. I lied.
Yeah. So do you see why I said that?
Yes, I do.
It's awful.
It's actually not. Okay, so I disagree with you there. I don't think it's terrible. I just think it's very like. It's not even the storyline. It's the way that it's shot and the way people act, like the actual actors, the way they portray the character. It is. I don't even want to call it cheesy because there's like a whole different category of like cheesy acting.
Cheese, yeah.
This is like it's like in the middle. It's like overly dramatic and just the way the camera angles show the people and like the characters. It's like someone took a plot twist thriller from the 80s and to the T, maybe even like, I don't know, 70s, I don't know, some shit like that. And to the T was like, we're going to film it exactly how this feels. How the word, like, and with cheesy ass words, I'm not saying they literally like use cheesy phrases or anything, but it's just the feeling that you get watching it. It's just like, oh, this comes across like you want this to be very dramatic and intense and well produced, but I almost want to cringe at this. Am I right? Like, is that
you're feeling differently than I am on it? Last week when I watched the first 2 episodes, I was in. And I think I remember having the note saying, I can't tell if this is a good show or a bad show, but it at least hooked me, and I wanted to keep watching it with Tori. So after we had that podcast, we finished it up, and by the end, I was like, "Oh, this went off the rails. It jumped the shark." Too many plot twists that, in my opinion, made zero sense. And then by the end of it, I didn't think anything made sense in the last episode. I enjoyed it, though. That's the thing. It's awful television, but I'm glad that I watched it.
Yeah, I guess I feel the same. What's her name again? The actress?
Valkyrie.
I love her. She's amazing.
Valkyrie from Thor. She is great.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Great show. Watch it if you want. I would give it a 6 out of 10. Strong 6 out of 10.
I'd go 4.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Yeah.
And you don't regret watching it?
No, not at all.
Okay. All right. I mean, I regret some 4s in my life, but anyway.
Wait, what kind of
anyway, moving on here. Did you see the new Mario Galaxy movie trailer?
No.
Oh, it's good. I mean, you're not a Mario fan. You're a fucking
I didn't see the first
hater
one
overall. So,
but no, I know it's a good franchise. I'm sure it's going to be great.
Okay, so in short, they reveal Yoshi as a character, and you know how like typically like okay, so for context, the first one was good, solid. Like it's a good watch. I watched it with Cairo. Cairo likes Mario. My niece loves Mario. The Peaches Bowser song is like all the kids want to sing all the time. Solid movie. Great, like it's like I don't want to call it a classic, but it's just like you can play it over and over again. It's good. It's not like it's money. So now here's sequel. Usually sequels aren't as good, but I will say that I didn't give a fuck before, and this trailer dropped, and I'm like, I'm definitely watching this. Like just for the nostalgia and the characters and everything. And I was a little skeptical at first. I never played the Mario Galaxy video game. Obviously, that's what the movie's based on. I didn't know what to expect. And the way the trailer was put together, I was like, I'm in. Okay, I'm invested. So, yeah. I know you're a Nintendo hater, though. So
no, I have a Switch, brother. I'm not a hater.
You don't like Mario games?
I've played a couple of them.
Last thing for me on TV and film, just quick little hit list of most watched shows right now. At the top of the list, what we just went over, His and Hers with 2.6 billion minutes watched. The Traitors. Don't know what this is, but look it up. It's the second most watched. 1.3 billion minutes. Landman. Also don't know what this is.
That is Billy Bob Thornton, I think.
Is that what it is? Okay. 1.3 billion minutes watched. 11/22/63. I've seen this on Netflix. Fuck. Who's the actor? Look it up while I go down this list. 11/22/63. 1.2 billion minutes watched. This is at number 4. And at number 5, The Pit, which Jeff has brought up a few times. For context, it's an ICU based.
It's a trauma center.
Trauma center.
Yeah, emergency. Yeah.
And then real quick, just revisiting 11/22/63. It is James Franco playing in it. And it's on Netflix, and that's at number 4. So if you want,
it's a novel based on by Stephen King.
Okay, well there you go. James Franco's the lead actor on it. So yeah, if you want some shit to watch, there you go. Anything else? TV and film?
Really quickly, me and Tori watched that one movie called Together, starring Dave Franco.
Oh God,
and it was really bad.
Was it actually like scary?
No, it became a comedy by the end, and I don't know. I think they were leaning into it, but it was a rough watch. It was, remember that poster that they had with it where their lips are combined?
Yep.
It started okay, and then I was like, nah, it lost me. Whoops.
I've done that before.
What, gotten your lips stuck to another person? On purpose?
Not on purpose.
We're ready for sports?
Yeah.
All right. So we now know the Super Bowl matchup, big dog. We have the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots in about 2 weeks, heading to Santa Clara, the Bay Area, to battle it out in Super Bowl 60. Did you watch the games, the championship games?
I did not watch the Broncos game. I watched the end of the Rams game.
Okay. So
like the second half. And it was a really good game. A little heartbreaking.
For the Rams.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to say I feel bad for certain players, but Devontae Adams made me feel like, damn, like this guy can't get over the hump. I'm not a Rams fan by any means, and they won a few years ago. So I'm excited for the Seahawks and their fans, like our buddy Isaac. He's been telling me all year that this was their year, and I didn't believe him. I kind of blew him off. Kind of was like, no, I don't see it. And then, yeah, I do think they have the best team in the league. They have the best receiver, Sam Darnold, who for the longest time I was a hater of because he was on the Jets when he was awful. He was seeing ghosts, throwing a nobody, throwing picks. He's been playing like a top 10 quarterback. Their defense is legit. I don't know what the spread is right now in the game against the Patriots Super Bowl. I'm going to guess that they're probably going to be like 5 or 6 point favorites going in. The Patriots and Broncos game was also, I thought, great, even though it was a snowstorm, snow blizzard. Snowstorm. And it was fun to watch just because the first half was so different than the second half, where defensive battle first half, the Broncos obviously have their backup quarterback in, and they go up early. They could have gone up 10-0 in the beginning, but Sean Payton went for it to try and go up 14-0, didn't get it. Patriots come back and score. And then going into the second half, it's pretty much tied. And then the snowstorm hits. And Drake May is able to do enough to get by the Broncos. And the snow's like coming down crazy. But that was a fun watch. So yeah, who do you have winning the game? Who do you have winning the Super Bowl? Give me a prediction and a score.
I think it's going to be the Seahawks. And I just hope that they lose because fuck Brennan.
Wait, you said you think it's going to be the Seahawks?
I think it is going to be. I think it's going to be the Seahawks. I want the Seahawks to lose.
Oh, okay. So give me a score.
I'm saying I want the Seahawks to lose, but realistically, I do think it's gonna be them. I can't give you the score.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I want the Patriots to win.
I'm gonna go 28-21. Seahawks win by 7.
Okay.
My official prediction. Okay. Bill Belichick, the Patriots' old coach, not elected into the Hall of Fame as a first ballot today. And I think that's insane because he is probably the greatest coach of all time, or if not top 3, top 5. So my note here was, what's the basis of him not getting in? Like, what's your reasoning? How could he not get in? And who else would ever get in first ballot Hall of Famer as a coach? If he's not the one to get in. I read something that people were saying, oh, they want him to wait a round or a cycle to get into the Hall of Fame because he cheated with Spygate or the Deflategate BS. And to them, I say that's absurd. Get over yourself. The Chargers hired their new offensive coordinator in Mike McDaniel. Do you know who that is? The old Dolphins coach. He's a weirdo, but I love him. He seems super quirky and odd, and he failed, I guess you could say, didn't win, as much as he probably wanted to with the Dolphins, but this is a great hire for their offense and for Jim Harbaugh, and for Justin Herbert. So that'll be good. The Giannis trade in the NBA, big dog. What do you think about that? Where do you think he's going?
I actually hadn't heard any update. You're updating me live right now.
So Giannis, pretty much
it hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet.
It's still in rumor territory.
It's not, I don't even want to say it's in rumor territory at this point. I think it's like a 99.5% chance it's happening before the deadline. Just because
but he goes where though?
So the three teams that I have here, Detroit is being kind of tossed around the number 1 seed in the East because they could, if they wanted to make a strong finals run, they could give up a lot to get them. Another team that was thrown around was the Rockets. I don't think you do that though if you're Houston, because pairing KD with Giannis doesn't seem like it would work well to me.
Competing game styles.
Yeah, and then so I really don't know where he's going to go. You would have to give up. He's top 3, top 5 player in the league, so you'd have to give up an absurd amount of picks or assets to even like sniff
go to the Lakers,
getting that
give up
trade
Bronny.
done. So like I was hearing a couple people say like, would you, if you were the Lakers, would you give up say like Luka to get Giannis?
No,
and I think that's
that
idiotic. I think that's just ridiculous. So yeah, I just want to see where he goes. It seems like he's kind of, I don't want to say he's quitting on the Bucks.
and Bronny.
I would do that, but that's not going to make sense financially.
It won't make sense for the team. It would absolutely make sense financially.
No, I'm saying like
whatever team they go to, ticket sales.
The Bucks would not do that. The Bucks would not take that trade.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying.
And then the Bulls retired D Rose's jersey. Do you see that?
I did.
Yeah,
cool. It made me sad. Like, I'm not gonna act like I was the biggest, Chicago Bulls viewer in the time that D Rose was in his peak, but I do know enough to know that his career journey was stunted by his injuries, and he has so many fucking highlights that always pop up on my feed.
What's your favorite
one? Just the game winners. I don't know, like any other regular bro that watches NBA. He just seems like such a humble and cool guy.
Yeah.
And I think that's you could tell that he obviously is very emotional about his journey in the sport, and it was just really cool to see the highlights from that.
I don't think you see an athlete that's universally loved by obviously his own city, but also like the rival cities as well, right? And I don't think I could name a single person that disliked Derrick Rose.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't think I've seen one negative comment. Nobody shit talks to him ever. It's like respect all around.
Derrick Rose, awesome player, awesome guy. Number 1 will never be worn again for the Chicago Bulls. My favorite highlight, I'll just go ahead and throw it out there, is his celebration after he banked that game winner. Remember, and they pick him up and he just goes. or the dunk on Steve. Was it Steve Nash or Goran Dragic? I can't remember. It was one of the Suns point guards, and it's a fast break, and D Rose goes up with 2 hands, and the Suns point guard, I think it's Steve Nash, kind of undercuts him a little bit, and it propels him higher, and he just dunks on Steve as hard as he can. It's nasty. So, yeah, D Rose, what a guy, what a player.
Yeah, he's so stoic as a player too. Which I think is what it adds a lot to his persona.
Yeah. Quick, ready for a quiz? Pop quiz. Where did he go to college?
I don't know.
Memphis.
Actually, I'll let you finish. Okay.
All right, I'm done.
I wanted to go back to NFL. I wanted to, because I mean, with the Patriots and the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl, did you see this past week the social media graphic that was shared at the beginning of the season? Did you see this? You saw this?
Yes, and it's bullshit.
Obviously, but I just think it's like, what are the odds?
Okay,
it is so coincidental. So for context, for those that don't know what the fuck we're talking about, at the beginning of the season, the NFL shared a graphic with all the quarterbacks of every single team. Basically, like you saw the backs of their jerseys. They're all standing and facing this huge stadium with the trophy, the Super Bowl trophy, huge in the distance, let's say, in the background. And obviously, the quarterbacks are aligned or arranged, I should say. Some are closer to the viewer in the frame, and then some are smaller, far up
the back.
And the furthest two in the back are Drake May. And I don't know who the Seahawks quarterback is.
Sam Darnold, bro.
Sam Darnold. I knew that. So people were like, "Oh, the NFL scripted. It's rigged. I knew it. Look at this. How they planned this all along." So.
Why do people do this? Why do people like?
Okay, but also, what are the odds?
Not great, but you could say that about anything that happens. It's a coincidence, bro.
You can't say that about anything.
So you believe the conspiracy that the refs
rigged as fuck.
Oh my god!
When there's money involved, the big dogs don't let the little dogs eat, brother.
So
okay, we can move on.
That's all I got. For sports. The Royal Rumble is this weekend. I'm excited. I know it's not a real sport, but it's wrestling.
Nobody said anything. Nobody said it wasn't.
I'm imagining all the viewers like, oh God, here comes Jeff with his wrestling. It's not really sports. And it's not, but it's this weekend. I'm excited. All right. You ready for hot takes, observations?
Yes. I have 0 hot takes and observations for this week. Do you have any?
I'm going to double down from last week, and I'm going to go more specifically into the e-bike epidemic. I think you should be 15 years old, and you must have a driving learner's permit at a minimum to operate an e-bike. Even after I went on my tirade last week, just walking my dog like 3 or 4 times this week, and every single time this little nerd was on his e-bike with his helmet on, but nothing strapped. So like, what are you doing with that, kid? It's not going to help you. Anyway, he drives or rides quickly by and scares the crap out of me and my dog.
Should have smacked the helmet off.
I just think that if you're on an e-bike, there's got to be some way to regulate and make sure these kids are safe. And I'm not going to go in a crazy tirade again, but 15 years old, you
like
have
a metal stick and just put it into like the spokes of the tire so it gets stuck and they just go flying.
You know what's funny?
Intrusive thought.
I tell these thoughts to Tori as I get home from the walks. And she's like, "Why don't you say anything?" And like, what am I going to say? Like, get on the road, kid. Get on the street. Get off the sidewalk. Then I'm going to be like that weirdo that's walking his dog, yelling at kids.
The old guy.
Yeah, the old guy that says to get in the street. Like, what? No.
I'm walking here.
Yeah. So, all right. What hurts this week?
Nothing. I feel amazing. Like I said earlier, started my new job last week. So I'm in week 2. I think I'm doing a pretty good job so far, introducing some new systems, making everyone's life easier. For context, I'm now working for a startup, moved from Monster, large international enterprise company, to a startup with 30 people or less. And they're doing well financially and they're growing. But there's a lot of learning in terms of systems and things like that. It operates differently. I think I'm doing good. And I think I'm going to introduce some good energy. I know this is the what hurts this week section, so I'm over here talking all this positivity. But like my point is, what I was trying to get at is like, it's a fully remote job and I'm anticipating that I'm going to hate the remote aspect. I know that sounds crazy because a lot of like, it's one of those where it's like, oh, woe is me. Like, oh, my remote job. I'm going to hate being at home. I have to stay home. Poor me. Exactly. But just knowing myself, my personality, I feel like I'm going to hit that threshold pretty fucking fast. I'm going to have to create a new routine where I go to like a certain coffee shop or a brewery or whatever to just work out of, just to get some people interaction. Also, this is not related to what hurts this week, but a segue, ADHD brain over here. We talked about this before about like making friends and like meeting people. Mm-hmm. Ever since we talked about that, I've been like a little more conscious about it. I'm really fucking good at making new friends, even at 32. I know this sounds like, oh, you're bigging yourself up. Yes, the fuck I am.
This is what hurts this week.
I know. Hold on. Let me just talk my shit. I'm really good at making new friends. I guess this is perfect segue. What feels good this week?
Who's that wheeze I haven't heard in a while?
Oh God. I just feel blessed, man. Okay. It's honestly all like bundled up. I'm not even staying on topic here, but let me just carry through my thought. I had a lot of thoughts this week because of this job and meetings and conversations where I'm just like, damn, it was like a little step back moment and outside looking in, almost like, like the cartoons or the movies where you go, there's like the ghost that goes out of body, camera. Top down. Yeah. It was like, it felt like that. And it was like, damn, all that experience and all those moments and all the work that you've done over the years amounts to being able to say this the right way or being calm and collected. Like, I know right here on the podcast, I'm over here talking shit and like, ha, ha, ha. But when it comes to work, I'm very fucking professional. And, I handle my stuff, which is obviously as it should be. But yeah, I just feel super grateful, excited, energetic. And I think I'm going to do some really good and dope shit. And also the exclamation point on this piece is saying that I'm really grateful for how I was raised, because I think that ties to soft skills and being willing to do the work and mentality and approach and not complaining or whining or whatever. Patience, understanding, empathy, all of these things that carry through with you as you navigate life as an adult. And there's just been so many moments where I'm just like, I'm just so glad that I'm me. I know that sounds so arrogant, but like, I'm just so glad that I am me. I love myself.
I'm glad, dude.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Mostly Mom. You did good. You did good. We're doing it. This asshole right here. Anyway, that's what feels good. What feels good this week.
Nice.
Over to you, Jeff.
What hurts is my lower back or sciatic, whatever you want to call it, has been acting up. Played basketball on Saturday at the local park, and that was fun. And then on Sunday, and then went rock climbing Saturday. So worked out, and then today and yesterday, then my back's been killing me. But it's fine. It's all good. I have a quick funny story for my what feels good. So on this past Friday, was my third week of these new students. And I decided to do what I call the class playlist. And I may have mentioned this to you before, but the class playlist is where every student inserts a song into a Spotify playlist. And it has to connect. I told them it has to connect to feelings of home in any way. But you can't tell other people in the class what song you're putting into the playlist.
Shit, but hoes and tricks. Bitches ain't shit, but hoes and tricks.
No one put that in. Anyway, so this one kid, I'm just going to say, give me a random name right now.
Jeff.
Okay, this one kid, his name's Jeff. He's really excited to put his song into the playlist. And once we have all the songs into the playlist, I hit shuffle, and then the kids have to guess which student put the song into the playlist.
I like this. This is really good.
Right. And then once we all guess and figure it out, or if we don't figure it out, then the person raises their hand and says why they put the song into the playlist after we listen to it for about 30 to 45 seconds. Great activity, really fun, great Friday.
It's a really good one.
So anyway, this kid is really excited for his song, and I know what it is, but nobody else knows. But this kid, Jeff, he's the kid that everybody likes to mess with. So
like me.
Right. And so I hit shuffle, I hit play, and it's like, I think the first song was a K-pop song or something like that. And I told the class, I was like, no matter what comes up, you can't laugh at anybody's song choice because it's their song that they put in. So everyone's like, oh, Jeff, this is yours. And he's like, no, not mine. So it becomes a running joke where every time I hit a new song, they're like, oh, it's Jeff's for sure. And he's getting more and more frustrated because he wants his song to come up.
And he wants people to be surprised, and they're lowering
Every single song, every time I start a new song, they're like, oh, it's got to be Jeff's. And he's like, dang it, he's getting really pissed. And I'm like, oh God, is this kid gonna blow his gasket right here? So anyway, we get to the end of the period and we didn't have time to finish, and his song never came up. So he stands up, He looks at me and looks at the class and he's like, you know what? You guys don't even deserve to know what it was. And just walks out. So the bell rings and he walks out. It's totally fine. It's all good now. Because he laughed and smiled at me. And the whole class is like, no, we have to know. And he won't tell him. And what it actually was, it was a Red Dead Redemption 2 soundtrack song. And it's a banger. It is a good song.
Nerd.
But he didn't want anybody to know. And I was like, dang, like what a interesting, cool kid Jeff is.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. He sounds like the type of person that people fuck with, but they actually like him.
They all like him. They do, but they all know how to mess with him. And he doesn't understand that by him reacting, it just feeds into their messing with him. So yeah, that's my what feels good. It was funny.
Yeah. That's a good one. I love that. That's a really, really good activity that you do with your students, by the way. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's one of the best ways for me to learn their names and for them to all learn each other's names. And if my principal were to walk in and be like, why are you guys listening to these 30 songs? I could say, look, I'm tying it to, we've read these stories about home and setting, and then I'm tying it into their own settings at home.
I think what's cool about that too is like it allows each student to show their personality, but it also breaks down some walls like, oh, this isn't just like the teacher telling me open your book to page whatever. It's like, oh, I'm invested. It's like you're building trust, you know? So that's really cool. That's really good.
Yeah. So it was good.
It's like you know what you're doing, dude. It's like, you're good at your job or something, dude.
They pay me for something. Sometimes I don't know what it is. Are you ready for the draft?
Let's go. So let's give some context. So for those that don't know, earlier we tried to record this episode with one of our buddies who was tuning in from New York, and there's a snowstorm going on, and his Wi-Fi was terrible. It was absolutely shitty. So he's going to join us later. Shout out to Johnny. But because he was supposed to be on this episode, our 5v5 draft for this week is best things to come out of New York.
Yes. And I think we have some bangers. I think this is a good look.
I have some bangers. I don't know about you. I have some bangers.
I'm going to let you start. I don't even want to rock, paper, scissors this.
Good. Immediately. Top one. Answer for me. You know what I'm going to say. Answer for me. What's my top choice?
I'm going to say Biggie Smalls.
Hip hop.
Okay. Hip hop in general.
Genre.
Okay. All right. You can take it. That's fine.
Oh, you're getting real like surgical, like real granular with it, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I didn't want to be basic.
I was going. This is not basic. This is like big cultural impact.
Oh.
Why would I go with one rapper when I can go with the whole thing?
Okay, so that's your first choice.
You're thinking too small.
My first choice is going to be, I'm going to say Spider-Man. So I know that this may get like some criticism, but like you have to have New York to have Spider-Man. So best things to come out of New York or like be based in New York. Spider-Man.
No. Now we're moving the goalposts. You're exactly like the NFL right now. You're exactly like the NFL in that graphic. You're moving shit, the goalposts. You're arranging shit. It's rigged. I don't like it. I'll give it to you.
Spider-Man.
I'll give it to you.
That's my first choice.
All right. Okay, that's a good one. Actually, to be honest, I didn't think. Okay, I'm looking at my list right now, and I'm realizing that a lot of these you would never pick because these are very specific to my interests.
Right.
And since you picked Spider-Man, I'm a little scared. You might win this one. Okay. Next one on my list, I will go public art and graffiti. There is no Banksy without New York.
Okay. I'm going to go the 2004 American League Championship Series, Red Sox versus Yankees. And if you want to get specific, you can go Game 7 when the Boston Red Sox pulled off the best comeback of all time in sports and beat the Yankees after being down 0-3. Literally a movie was based on this series, Fever Pitch. So that, to me, even though it wasn't a good sporting moment for New York, this sporting moment did come out of New York. So the 2004 ALCS.
Okay. That's a good one. Wall Street.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I'm going to go
Retirement accounts.
Yeah, well, you gotta let me finish.
401k.
Linsanity.
Money.
Do you even remember who Jeremy Lin is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
He was on the Lakers
Linsanity.
too.
He was on a Laker for a while. He was a Charlotte Hornet for a while, but he got his big moment. You remember, I think this is back in
Linsanity.
2010, 2012. And yeah, he's on the Knicks. Carmelo gets hurt. And then here comes this like Asian player out of nowhere, Jeremy Lin, who's going to take over as the point guard.
You sound a little racist, dude.
No, that's the thing. Like, no one believed it was true. No one believed that this could happen. And yeah, Jeremy Lin,
honestly, it was a great
Linsanity.
moment. Great moment.
Yeah. New York Knick star, and phenom forever there, I guess.
Yep. What a
All right,
great
go
moment.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So far I have hip hop, I have public art and graffiti, which kind of goes hand in hand. Wall Street. I'm gonna go with MTV. Early MTV.
I didn't even know that was in New York.
Yeah, like TRL, like being broadcasted from New York.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
That's
it is.
a good one.
No explanation needed.
That isn't. That's a banger. Okay. All right, let's put this
Last
one down.
pick for you.
I'm gonna go Broadway.
That's a good pick too.
I'm gonna go Broadway for obvious reasons. For those that don't know, that's theater.
my last pick
Shows
is
that are not on a screen. People moving around on stage.
Live. My last pick is going to be the Harlem Renaissance and all of the art.
You're taking us back in history.
All the art created through that.
Okay.
I think I won this one.
I don't think you did. See, this is the thing with all of our recent drafts. You think you do. We need to start putting things up on the polls again.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Honorable mentions. You have any?
My only one is New York style cheesecake.
Interesting. Okay. I have New York pizza slices.
Okay.
I have New York accent. I have streetwear style as high fashion. That originated in New York. Brands like Supreme, for example, that led the streetwear era, originated in New York. Creative density, meaning people think of Los Angeles as like the creative hub. Maybe that's true for like Hollywood, but if we're really talking about all other things creative, it's New York. Madison Square Garden, most iconic arena.
That's a good one.
And what else do I have? I think that's it. That's all I had down.
All right. That's our episode.
This was a good episode.
Episode 41.
41.
41.
That was pretty good.
Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. We will have, hopefully, a guest next week.
Yes. This weekend, we should be having a guest on the podcast, and we will have many more this year, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Cool. All right, big dog. Have a great rest of your week. Let's get it.
I will see you Sunday. And yep, everyone that's listening, thank you. Let's have a good week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.